Okay. Hello, 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 hello. Let me just fix everything up. Let's get our little music in. What do we have here? 1 second. Um, on my mind. Okay, this sounds much better. Okay. Let's see. Hello, 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 hello. I know it's been a minute. I've been working around. Yes, we have. Let's look at these. We got Instagram, we have TikTok, we have YouTube, and now we have my new Facebook page. Okay. So yeah, I'm here to answer your questions. Ladies and gentlemen, 1 second. I gotta turn my central air on. It's kind of fucking hot in here. Oh my god. Why is it so hot in here? Turn on the central air, man, so I can work in peace. Yes. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I'm glad to see everyone here today. So, we're going to do it as usual, as a usual routine. Basically, this is an open Q&A, and if you have your spiritual questions, I'm definitely here to answer your questions for today. So do your job and let's make this happen. What is this? Inner own lane. Yes. Hello. In her own lane. Good evening. Give me a little water here. Yes. What is everybody still on YouTube today? Usually everybody talking on YouTube. We waiting for more. I guess people from YouTube to come in. Yes, let me look at this. We have a lot of new faces here. So don't be afraid to ask your questions. What's up? Well, let me see if hola, who that? Mommy. Hola. Yes. Oh, finally caught the live. Thank you for the super chat. We start off with $8 for tonight. Thank you. I'm waiting for the questions here. You know what I'm saying? Let's make this thing hot. I got a new Facebook page, you know what I'm saying? I definitely need the participation today. Oh, that's a $5. Okay, $5 super chat. I thought that was $8. Can glamour magic? Okay, hold on. Oh my God, we got questions coming in hot right now. Okay. Someone asked, can glamour magic help you? 1 second, let me see. I want to know, can people even hear me on Facebook? Is my microphone on? Listen, people on YouTube, can y'all actually hear me? Let me look at let me know, can y'all hear me? People on YouTube. 1 second. Microphone. Oh, what the hell? Audio. Okay, I guess y'all can hear me. Here. Okay, y'all can hear me loud and clear. That's good. So now, the question is, can glamour magic help you attract more than a partner? Like, I don't know. Y'all guys come up with new terminologies today. I need to know what you mean by glamour magic. Is glamour magic something to make you more appealing and more attractive? Because I know you guys is coming up with new terminologies today. Are you talking about an attraction spell or something of that sort? What is your YouTube page? It is Leonard. What is it? The Haitian Leonard Elmira. That's the YouTube page. So if you want the high quality live, come to the YouTube page. Glamour magic is attraction. Can glamour magic help you attract more than a partner? I mean, there's two. You know what? There's actually two forms of attraction, right? Attraction, there's a neutral attraction, which is, like I would say neutral. There's an attraction spell that attracts things to you, right? And that has nothing to do with relationships, That is just basically bringing things to you. It can be crowds, it can be audiences, and I say this to the people that got congregations and stuff like that. If you have congregation, you got a church, whatever it is, Peli Steel, this is something that you may want to look into, because this is something that will attract people to you. So if that's what you're looking for audience, then you need to start getting up on attraction rituals. And I'm not talking about attraction for love, just in general attraction rituals. So if you call that glamour magic, then that's what it is. Okay, that's the answer I was looking for. Okay. So what we have here? What magic really brings someone to you? Well, what magic? Question is, what magic really brings? Why are you calling me, man? Don't you fucking see I'm live? God damn it! Maybe you guys don't get notifications when I'm actually live. Don't people get these notifications? You calling me up, and I'm wondering, do you guys, hold on. I'm just wondering if you guys get notifications, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know why y'all hitting me up when I'm live. Okay. What magic brings someone you love back if they no longer are in love? I mean, listen, that's kind of like elementary. There's a whole bunch. There isn't specifically one that you can do to bring, that can only bring the person back. There's so many forms of love rituals that you can do. But in the same token, that requires discipline. See, a lot of you people want to do love spells, but you ain't got no discipline. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that kills me about a lot of you people. A lot of you people want to, you want to talk about love rituals, love spells, but y'all don't got no discipline. After a day or two, you ready to call it quits. After a week or 2 weeks, whatsoever, you ready to call it quits. That's why a lot of you guys be running to me from other spiritualists. You're not giving the stuff time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mean to step on anybody's toes, but at the same token, if you're doing work for somebody, for you spiritualists out there, you should be instructing your clients what to expect instead of leaving them in limbo. And that's why a lot of your clients be running over here, because you don't be around to speak to them. You say y'all get paid, no, y'all get ghost, and nobody know where you at. So now I have to give them the explanation. You know what I'm saying? Come to me, domination in tranquil, but they will constantly argue, etc. I mean, I don't know. Blending. Sometimes you can do different things, but I don't know. That's a little complicated right there. What is this right here? Look at it. Look at this right here, man. You know what? I'm not even gonna post that comment right there because that's foolishness. You know what? Apex, yes. Everybody said, what's the name? What is this? Oh, what is this right here? What is this? I mean, listen, I was wild on my Facebook page. I mean, yo, listen. Hold on. Let me just be. I mean, listen, what is this? B. Amos said, oh my God. Okay, B. Amos said, I was wilding on my Facebook page. Hold on, I'm going to answer this question. Do you work with the Intranquil spirit other than Marinette? I will get back to you on that. But listen, on my Facebook page, listen, I've actually let that page go, because I just feel like, for you guys out there wondering what's going on with the Facebook, I got a new Facebook page. I felt like my last page was too personal. Basically, I just played. It was too personal. Having a bunch of people looking at the stuff they're posting, didn't get inspired by what they're saying, and I'm writing nonsense on Facebook. It strays away from the business. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got business to run. I got people I'm taking care of, people under me. So I felt like that was best to let go. And not only that, I felt that it was best to let the page go, because it's like this. I want people to come to my channel to focus on content. I want people to look at content, not nonsense and stuff like that. I get Facebook is a personal, social media thing. But for me, I'm here to offer content. I'm here to offer guidance. But if I'm constantly putting the nonsense out there, how are you guys going to learn? How are you guys going to better yourselves? You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like that page was toxic. I had to let that page go. I still got the Leonard Elmira Voodoo Experience page up there. Right now, I'm basically making a whole new Facebook. My Facebook is actually new. I have Leonard Elmira. You can follow me there. Basically, I post a lot of, content there. That's where I'm posting, content, no BS, no nonsense. So let me get to your question here. Your question is, do I work with other Intranquil spirits other than Marinette? I mean, listen, for me, it's like, I can say the Wandering Jew, but that's a whole nother story, But mainly, I would say I'm open to that. Yeah, I kind of somewhat do. But to say who, I can't do that on this live here, man. Hi, much respect for you. I like your videos and personality. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. And I appreciate that. My personality, a lot of people find it very hard to, a lot of people, they like my content, but then again, I got a lot of people that hate my guts too. I can't help it. I'm a polarizing person. Like, you're gonna either love me or you're gonna hate me. What is this, man? Why is this thing keep on? Okay, let's see what happens here. Okay, let me see something here. Let's move this over for a bit. Austin, all respect from, where is this? All respect from Austin, Texas. Thank you. Man, we got a new person tuning in. I never seen Brittany Jackson here. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Let's see what we can do here. No, that's not helping one bit. Maybe so. Using esoteric meaning of words in a spell, better or more potent, just if it makes a difference. I mean, listen, the right words can basically enhance what you're doing. It's like you're having a steak, but now you want, shrimp on a side. You know what I'm saying? That's like a side dish. The words, I look at words, you can use words alone, you can get full. Let me look at it like this. Let me put it like this. Words and magic, prayer, petitions, words of power, they can be looked at as appetizers, right? Or a side dish. If you eat a side dish, enough of it, it will full you up. And the thing about it is, you may not even want to eat your entree. So same thing with word magic. When you're putting words behind your rituals, the ritual can go on without words, prayers, petitions, etc. Right? But when you add the right words, you add the side dish, and now you add a little bit more flavor to what you're doing. What was it? 1 second. Okay, got it. Okay. They don't like your authenticity. It triggers them. Of course, man. Listen, do you know how many? Listen, I was talking to a sis today, right? I was talking to this upcoming artist, right? And I was saying, like, listen, do you know how many haters? Like, recently, I've had about 70 something. Not gonna say 70 something. I would say about 50 something copyright strikes on my YouTube channel. Listen what I'm saying to you. These listen, I've had about 50 something copyright strikes on my YouTube channel like this year. from rival haters, right? These were fake copyright claims. These guys have been trying to like bring my YouTube channel down. I'm like this. This is what the haters would do, but you got to remain motivated. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if anything, when people do shit like that, it lets you know that you are a force to be reckoned with. They can't bring you down any other way, so they try bullshit like that to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? So I say, you know, to sis, man, if she watching this, man, you know what I'm saying? I told her, man, you know, you got to go in, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to go in. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, when the haters come about trying to do dumb stuff to remove you out the game, man, listen, you got to do your rituals, stay prayed up, and keep on working. You know what I'm saying? Because in reality, your haters, they're there for a reason, and they're there to hate on you. You know what I'm saying? You got to basically be on your grind, because as you're on your grind, your haters is there to keep you in shape. You know what I'm saying? Listen, when you go to the gym, you're doing resistance training. When you're exercising in the gym, you are going against gravity. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, look at your haters the same way. Your haters are your weights. You know what I'm saying? You got to fight against the nonsense. Keep on pushing. Yeah. What we got going on here, man? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Listen, see, the thing about me is I give a realistic approach to this, you know, this magie stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I come with a realistic approach. You know, a lot of people from my culture, right? They come up with this. Listen, for me, I'm a realist. When you look at a lot of people from my culture, they're doing all this cha-cha-cha stuff. You know what I'm saying? They're doing all this monkey business stuff. I give it to you real. You know what I'm saying? You don't ever see me dancing around, you know, doing all this weird ass shit. I talk to you as a human being. I talk to you on a human level. I speak common sense. See, the problem today with spirituality is a lot of people, am I a pastor? I mean, hey, man, I'm speaking some truth. You know what I'm saying? See, the thing about it is I come from a church and voodoo background. So I'm influenced by both. You know what I'm saying? So if I come off as a pastor, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. If you type my father's name in, you're going to see him. There's probably YouTube videos of my father preaching. You know what I'm saying? If you type my father's name in, you're going to see a lot of videos of him preaching. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my father's on YouTube, but he passed away. You know what I'm saying? My father's on YouTube. If you type some of his old videos, you know what I'm saying, you'll see his name pop up, but that's where my inspiration comes from. So if y'all feel that I'm an eloquent speaker, you know what I'm saying, I got a malicious mouthpiece, a powerful mouthpiece, you know what I'm saying, you know where it came from, you know what I'm saying? So I came from both worlds, man. And that's why I'm able to talk about magie the way I do. You know what I'm saying? I can talk about it from a ritualistic aspect, and I can talk about it from a practical aspect. You know what I'm saying? So now, what we have here, how we know what spirits want to work with us. I'm just saying, see, that's a heavy duty question you asking, brown skin goddess, because yes, I'm gonna tell you this. People can do rituals to find out who's working with them, but ultimately the test is, how do you feel? You know what I'm saying? Listen. I'm not talking no Perry Steele stuff. I'm not talking organized religion with you. How do you feel when you summon something to work with it, or you become one with that spirit? How do you feel? You see, because a lot of people talk about, listen, bump religion. Let's put religion outside for a bit. You know, let's put voodoo to the side. Let's put Christianity to the side, right? Catholicism, whatever. How do you feel? When you summon this spirit whatsoever, how do you feel? When you build a connection, a personal relationship with the energies, how do you feel? Because if you feel out of character, that's letting you know that, hey, man, that spirit is not the one that you need to be working with. You know what I'm saying? That's letting you know through common sense that that's not the one you're supposed to be working with. You know what I'm saying? See, again, that's not something that a lot of these religious people are going to tell you. You're saying, I don't even got to mention names, but it is what it is. What is this? Much respect and praise. What is this? Hi, much respect and praises and honor due to you. I love your swag and your style and your information and knowledge You offer especially the Louis Vuitton shoes. Can I see? Get Momo. You know what? You hear what this guy says? Look at this nonsense. But you know what? It helps the views go up, right? Listen, let me read to you what this guy just wrote, right? You know what I'm saying? Listen, you hear this nonsense? Here it goes. Hi, much respect, praise, and honor due to you. I love your swag, I love your style, and your information knowledge. You offer especially the Louis Vuitton shoes. Can I see your socks and shoes? You see You know, I mean, I leave nonsense like this because, hey, man, this helps the views go up on the channel. So what can I say? Let me know when to call you. Whoa. Oh my God, we've been playing laser. We've been playing phone tag for a while. I mean, listen, maybe after this live, you can call me up. That's fine. Okay, so now, I mean, you see the nonsense I got to deal with? Anthony Elvis, hello. I never got results from the person I worked with. It's been since January 24. Well, hun, you never got results from the person you work with. Well, it all depends on the situation. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on the situation. It all depends on what you did, what happened, whatsoever. Because there could be numerous reasons why things didn't play out the way you wanted to play out. And I'm talking to Netra 0614. There could be numerous reasons. I mean, did you keep in contact with the person? Are you speaking to the person? Andrea, I will definitely look at the messages once I get a chance. Today, I will definitely do so. Listen, you have to understand, I got like hundreds of messages, like from Instagram, you know, Facebook, my website. I get like hundreds of messages, so I can't be with everybody whatsoever. It'd be difficult sometimes for me to, get to messages and all, you know? Okay, what we got going on here? It was reconciliation. It was challenging connection with her. She still doesn't respond. Listen, see, let me tell you something. Look at this Netra. Let me ask you a quick question, Netra, let me ask you a question, right? Are you a man or a woman? I'm asking you a question right now. Netra, I need to know right now, are you a man or a woman? A woman, okay. Because I was about to say, now, is that you in the profile picture? Is that you in the profile picture? Okay, let me explain something. Because the thing was, when I saw your comment, right, I thought, is this a man putting up a woman's picture and then saying, they haven't contacted me? Because I was going to say to you, no wonder they're not contacting you. But again, you're a woman. You're in a relationship. So I'm taking that you're in a relationship with a woman as well, right? All right. No, with a man. Okay. So, this is why, because I saw Nestra and I saw a woman. Hold on. Okay, I was kind of confused here because sometimes I get all types of relationships. But I was just going to say this. If you're you're talking about a man relationship. See, the thing is, if a man, let me just play this. If a man, right, leaves you alone, and I say this to a lot of women, if a man leaves you, it could be for two reasons. You were like, let me just say this. You were a nuisance to him. You were a problem to him. You was causing him a lot of grief. It's easier for a woman to leave a man than for a man to leave a woman. See, the thing is, if that man blocked you, here it goes, right? If that man blocked you, that means you would probably texting him and calling him a lot. I don't need to do a tarot card reading for none of that. You know what I'm saying? So if you're in a situation where the man does this, I mean, I need to know, what did you do? You know what I'm saying? Because listen, it's rare that a man leaves a woman. When a man leaves a woman, there's something, I'm going to tell you, listen, that's a red flag. That's a red flag. When a man leaves a woman, that is a red flag. Listen, ain't no man leaving no woman. It's usually the woman leaving a man. That is natural. It is natural for a woman to leave a man. It is unnatural for a man to leave a woman. Unnatural. I've never seen, listen, I'm not going to say never, but I'm just going to keep it real with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real with you. So I need to know what the hell was going on. And saying what was going on. Like, was you pissing them off? Was you, what was you doing? Was you causing them grief? Were you yelling and arguing with them? See, I'm going to tell you. See, let me tell you ladies one thing, right? So y'all can avoid having to pay money to get spell work done. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you this. If you're constantly arguing with a man, he's going to leave. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to understand this. If you're constantly arguing with a man, constantly asking where you at, what he doing, whatsoever, he's going to leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I'm going to tell you this. That is the fastest way to lose a man. You checking everything. What is he doing? No, man, I'm just saying, I'm telling you ways to avoid having to pay thousands of dollars to do love work on a person. Listen, if a man don't want to talk to you, you need to leave him alone, let him get his time so he can, cool off. Because now you basically going back and forth, texting him, calling him, doing all this redundant emotional stuff. You know what I'm saying? You're going to end up on a block list. And then when you want to mess around some more, you say, I can't say this because I don't want my videos to get messed up. But, if you F around some more, you're going to eventually find out. You know what I'm saying? So if the person said they don't want to talk and you keep on calling them after they told you they don't want to talk, they blocked you, and you basically make a new account to reach out to them. Come on. You know what I'm saying? That's how you end up. The next phase from that phase is going to be a restraining order. And once you fall into that restraining order category, I'm going to tell you, it's almost impossible to do a love spell to bring someone back after that. I'm telling you, it's almost impossible. That's almost like, you know what? You need to leave that person alone because, hey, man, that's what the situation going to be. So anyway, let me look at some more questions here. I had a dream. St. Michael came to me. That's a little bit abstract right now. We not on abstract. We talking about some human stuff right here. Okay. I know it comes down to overall, but what is this? I think, what is this? I know it comes down to overall. What? I know it comes down to overall, but do you think Jamaicans are crazy thinking low? Excuse me. OBI low. Okay. Do you think it's overall comes down to what is that? But do you think Jamaicans are crazy for thinking low-key OBI is more powerful than Haitian voodoo? To be honest, the Mexicans think Mexican brujeria is more powerful. Listen, I can care less about what a person thinks, what's more powerful, what's effective. When it comes to the mysteries, it boils down to the practitioner. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Haiti has some good stuff, but it boils down to practitioners. But if you look around, I know a lot of Haitians that sell a lot of wolf tickets and they don't know nothing, or they can't, forget about knowing. They can't produce nothing when it comes to this thing called magie. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them sit up online, with an asson, they're shaking asson, they're dancing and singing all this nonsense, and they can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? They're the same ones up here getting up, making these videos, talking about people whatsoever, right? You know what I'm saying? They spend hours online. I mean, listen, look at these guys, man. You go on their accounts, all you just see them doing is sitting there talking about people who's real and who's not real, who's not authentic, and this and that. Come on. This is the typical practitioner, right? They go to another country, they get initiated, then they come back thinking that they're some super spellcaster. This is the typical spiritualist today. So I say this. Anybody arguing about, who's more better than this and who's better than that, they're still caught up in the nonsense. It truly boils down to the practitioner. Are you on your stuff, man? Are you really out there active? You know what I'm saying? Because if you're really active like that, you're not even going to be entertained and thinking about stuff like that. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What is this? What is this comment here saying? As long as I got you, my guy, got a question. I remember that you mentioned, oh my God, you talking too much, man. You talking too much. Nah, you talking too much. Nah, you talking too much, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, some things is not for the internet. I feel you, but you can ask me a question off the internet. There's just certain things I don't even like to give because I know the haters is watching, and I'm not trying to elevate the haters' game. See, let me tell you people something about this thing called witchcraft. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to watch out with what y'all say on the internet because y'all giving y'all haters too much ammunition and too much game. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. What is this? Babe Spiritual Supply? Thank you. Let me see if you cute. Oh, she cute. Oh, all right, she cute. You know what I'm saying? But listen, let me say something to you. Y'all got to be careful about what y'all say online because if you got haters, let me tell you something. Your haters are sitting there, you know what I'm saying? They got their little notebook down. They taking notes. But all the while they taking notes from watching your videos, they up there talking about you, saying that you fake, you're a phony, don't go to this person, but they sitting there watching your videos and jotting everything down you saying. Listen, do you know how much children I got on this social media thing? I got children who used to watch my videos in 2013. And these children, they're so bitter today. The same children that watch my videos, the same ones that was admiring me, are the same ones talking ill about me today. You know what I'm saying? But that comes to the territory. See, the thing about when you into the lifestyle that I'm in, you know that you don't arm people. And when people want to get close to you and they realize they can't get nothing from you, that's when they get pissed off. You know what I'm saying? That's when, see, let me tell you something. A lot of people you fall out with are people who initially wanted something from you. And because you didn't want to give them what they want, that's when you became their number one enemy. You know what I'm saying? Listen. Some people, I heard somebody tell me that sometimes a person can love you so much that they eventually hate you. You know what I'm saying? That's the world that I live in, man. So when I say what I'm saying to you, you want to make sure that you hold a little piece for yourself. You don't want to give too much game. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I was talking to this one brother. He brought something about, I said in my video, like what? About 8 years ago, he brought the thing up in a modern time, like, okay, like, oh, he knows more than I do. Boy, I taught you what you learned. You saw my videos and you came back and tried to speak 8 years later to me about what I taught you. So this is what I'm saying. You keep a little bit for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You keep a little bit for yourself. You don't give everybody everything. Nah, man. You know what I'm saying? Because the haters is taking notes. You know what I'm saying? Haters will come on your channel or whatever. They can come at. So what camera did you use? What did you use for this? Well, no, we not doing all that. I'm not gonna give you ammunition so you can level up your game. Nah, I worked hard to be where I'm at. So the thing is, you got to keep some of this information for yourself. So on the same token, I need you guys to hit that like button. If you're tuning in, you need to hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Can you first force a person to come back if they absolutely don't want to? I mean, listen, you can do work to bring someone to you. You can do work. You can do work to bring someone to you, but it all has to be laid out. See, the thing with a lot of you people out here is that y'all do work without a blueprint. You know what I'm saying? This is y'all problem. The problem with a lot of people also, right? A lot of you spiritual people and a lot of you people going to get work from spiritualists is that a lot of y'all go get work done, but y'all don't even have a blueprint. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't even have a blueprint. Rituals and spell would you like to recommend overall space for someone experiencing a low? I mean, you need to take a spiritual bath. If you're experiencing a low, if you're experiencing, overall better space for someone experiencing, you need to take a spiritual bath. You need to do Olympia, nettoyage. You need to do one of those, either one. I mean, they're the same thing, but you know what I'm saying? Welcome to Puerto Rico. I don't know where it's been, but I've been having a lot of Puerto Ricans supporting me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is in Latin America. You know what I'm saying? But then again, Puerto Rico's. I mean, it's crazy because now Puerto Rico's it's part of America, so it's not considered. Is it even considered a Latin American country? These terminologies so crazy out here. You know what I'm saying? Let me ask you a question: is Puerto Rico part of Latin America since it's an American country? I don't even know today. But yeah, man. But as I was saying, man, you want to make sure that you don't level up anybody's game, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to keep a little bit for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Keep a little bit for yourself. You want to make sure that's what you do. You know what I'm saying? You want to keep leveling up. You know, you worked hard to be where you at. Last thing you need to do. See, let me tell you something. Hold on. Hold on. I'm brainstorming so much. Hold on. I had a thought in mind. What is it? I got so much ideas, so much things flowing through me so much right now. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. What was I talking about before that? You know what I'm saying? I was talking about leveling up your game, but I was saying something important before I got distracted, man. See, I need to stop looking at these comments when I'm talking. What is the best ritual? See, but like I said, I was talking about blueprints. There we go. Blueprints. You came from Instagram? Okay. I'm glad you did. Hola. Yeah. Estoy muy contente. Where is this? Okay, all right, here it goes. A lot of you guys are going to spiritualists and you are not getting a blueprint. When you do spiritual work, you should have a blueprint. There should be something there to let you know what to expect. You should have a game plan. How are you doing work and you don't have a game plan? If you're doing love work to attract someone or bring someone to you, help me. Hold on, let me get these lights. 1 second. We need to get some lights on me right now. Get some lights. Can you let me see. Can we see me much better on? Look at. I mean, whatever. I'll work with the lights later. And say, y'all. I know y'all can see me well on TikTok and Instagram. But I'll just YouTube, y'all can see the dark silhouette. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at a silhouette. I mean, maybe that's a cool thing that y'all can see this dark silhouette. I mean, I'm a dark-skinned person. All y'all probably can see right now is pretty much the white shirt, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? A little jazz here and there, you know what I'm saying? But listen, y'all gotta have a blueprint. The laser light show, you know what I'm saying? Laser tag. Y'all gotta have a blueprint. You know what I'm saying? Y'all out here y'all getting work done. What house has ever, listen. What beautiful house or maison has ever been built without a blueprint, right? I want to ask you a question. Listen, I have yet to see a beautiful house built without a blueprint, right? See, the thing is, when you have a blueprint, you know, before you do the work or while you're doing the work, you know how to react, what not to do, what to avoid, so that things can move smoothly and accordingly. A lot of you guys just go to spirituals, y'all get work done, the spirituals don't even say nothing to you. Okay, well, I do the work for you, this and that, this, like, then you wonder why that spiritualist constantly comes back to you, asking you to pay more for next service, next ritual, next service. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this stuff all boils down to the blueprint. Exactly. They have no blueprint. And if you want me to really keep it real with you, the blueprint is game. See, now we're going to talk in the world of love magic, man. Let's talk about some love magic, man. You know what I'm saying? Love magic. Kiki, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, listen. Yeah, Kiki, she fine, man. That's one beautiful Dominicana, man. I see you, Kiki. You know what I'm saying? But listen. When it comes down to love magic, see, a lot of people when I say blueprint, see, I got to give people game. You know what I'm saying? I got to give people game. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen. When a woman, we're going to talk about love magic for a sec, right? Some people don't realize that if you're pressuring a woman, you're going to turn her off, right? If you out with a woman, listen. Women don't like thirsty men. You know what I'm saying? Listen. I want y'all to hear me. For you guys out there watching this video, women don't like thirsty men. You out here doing a love spell. Here you go. You trying to do love magic, right? But then here it goes. You know, you pressuring her. You say, so when we going to go out, right? You say, when we going to go out, and then you trying to pressure. See, women can read between the lines when you on some some sex stuff, man. Women can read between the lines. When you constantly pressuring a woman, you're gonna turn her off, and y'all guys don't know when to stop. Y'all go out, and then next day you want to go out again. Sometimes a woman needs a room to breathe. See, I gotta speak to you brothers out here, because a lot of y'all brothers don't really get the picture. You wonder why she's like, oh, I need time, I need space to breathe. A woman says that when she's not there with you. See, I'm gonna tell you this, man. You gotta be an individual that's not smothering. You know what I'm saying? See, this is part of the blueprint. See, this is part of the blueprint, and this is AKA game that I'm giving y'all. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to give a woman space, and it has to become natural to you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta listen. It's okay to communicate with someone, but you don't gotta be sitting there communicating with them every single minute, every single hour, every single day if it's not there yet. See, you do that when you are friends with you are in love with the person, you're in a relationship with the person. You guys are like white on rice, and it's comfortable, it's mutual. If that person ain't hitting you up like that whatsoever, you say you need to understand the boundaries that person has set. You haven't got there yet. You know what I'm saying? You guys be tripping so much like, oh, y'all tripping. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tripping. Like, again, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you this. I haven't had a female trip on me in years. Because let me tell you something. I learned to be a listener. I learned to have patience. And in reality, when you are a friend, let me just say this got to be in you and not upon you. When you're just a friendly person, you're just an understanding person, a female opens up to you. Listen, I've heard some of the most darkest things from women, and they share with me because they know I'm not a person that's going to run my mouth. See, a lot of you guys got to elevate. You say you got to elevate to maturity. You know what I'm saying? How you going to be a ladies' man? You know what I'm saying? And you haven't elevated to maturity. You know what I'm saying? See, the love magic is one thing, but I got to talk to you about how to put this into practicality. See, you run into these listen, I'm not going to mention their titles and stuff like that, but a lot of you guys are running to these guys with songs. You know what I'm saying? They're talking about, I'm big priest so-and-so, but they're nothing but lanes. These guys they have nothing before the title that they put on their head. They had nothing. And you wonder why things don't work out for you when you go under their supervision. They were lames before that, and they're still lames after that. Now they think because they got a title, they can guide you. And now they think that they're the choice in, the source, the source for everything. And it doesn't work like that. You wonder why these guys giving you bad advice. And I'm going to talk to these women spiritualists too. Excuse me, I'm spitting, man. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. I'm literally spitting. I'm spitting. Some of these priestess is foolish too. They are gameless. They have no sense of direction. Just because you got a ritual done to give you a title of a priestess, it doesn't mean you have common sense or guidance. Because I've seen priestess who've been initiated and they let a man come into their life and destroy everything. If you were so much of a divine person, how come you let that man destroy your life? You're supposed to be this priest is here, that priest is here, and that man taking all your money, and now you. And then again, these are the same people that's supposed to be guiding you. They're the same one that's trying to tell you how to basically go about your life. And you wonder why things are not working out the way you want them to work out for you. So this is what I'm saying to you, man. Some of these people, you got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? These people out here trying to give you guidance about guiding your life, you know what I'm saying? And they're in a worse situation than you. They can't even maintain what they got. You know what I'm saying? So listen, I had this one client once, right? This client told me, here goes. The client told me she was getting work done from this one spiritualist. I'm not going to mention that spiritualist's name. But the spiritualist told her, listen, the guy said he does not want to talk to her. He doesn't want nothing to do with her. Why did this spiritualist tell her to send the guy flowers? Why would you send the guy flowers and he told you he don't want to speak to you? You've tried attempts over and over and basically you got rejected and you send them flowers. Are you, I'm not going to say what I want to say, but y'all can say it if y'all want to, but I'm not going to say what I was about to say. I'll just say, are you, and y'all can just finish the rest. I'm not going to say it. You know what I'm saying? See, look at it like this. The same situation happened, and if anything, it went left. Because the person did what the spiritualists told them to do, and it went left. The guy ended up snapping. You know what happened to this one guy? See, I give sound advice that's common sense, right? This one Indian guy, I told this guy, leave this female alone. Don't text her, don't call her, stop doing this stuff. She told you she don't want to talk to you. You tried everything already, and she told you she don't want to talk to you. You know what this guy does? He sends her a gift like the last person. You know what happened? The police came knocking on his door. The police came knocking on his door. They said he violated the restraining order she had on him. See, I don't know if he knew that there was a restraining order or not. I have no idea. But obviously, she responded, she went to the police, and that's what it was. So, the reason why I tell people to keep their distance is because I don't want you to end up like these situations here. You know what I'm saying? And this is what these spiritualists is not telling you. See, what you spiritualists is doing today, you watching my videos. You watching what I'm saying in my videos, and y'all think y'all can go run the same game or speak the same type of language that I speak. We come from two different cloths. You a lame, you a buster, you never was cool. You know what I'm saying? You never was a ladies' man. And y'all just watch my videos and y'all think y'all can do what I can do. Nah, it don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to be that from the beginning. One second. Let me see if I can put some light on. For the YouTube audience, we need some light up in here. Because I think, yeah, I'm a dark-skinned brother. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so now I think, oh, my God, why is this? Okay, all right. Let's see if we can get some. I'm a dark-skinned brother, so, you know, for the YouTube, let me ask you a question. Can y'all see me on YouTube? Because I know I'm a dark-skinned brother, and it's kind of hard to see me whatsoever in the dark, whatsoever. I know for TikTok, y'all got a good camera. Didn't you get a notification that I'm live right now? Right. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'll be wondering, do these people be understanding that I'm live? Don't they get notifications? Okay, let's move down to the next question here. All right, let's go down. Let's go down. Okay, all right. Excuse me. Oh, pardon. Hey, Leonard, long time no see. Been crazy on my end, but I hope you're doing well, of course. Okay, what we have? Yes, feminine energy, naturally precious. Woy, male. Oh, no, respect. What up? Oh, I may be wrong, but I think some people have a natural gift or they've been chosen. Okay, greetings, Leonard Shamika, greetings. Oh, man, I even set my clock, man. Oh. Yup, spiritualists asked me, what am I doing for witchcraft? Yeah. My bad. I just asked because you speak the truth on okay, we got that. Okay, thank you for that. I want a jar so powerful that I want the girl back. All right, we seen that. Mayweather in the blueprint. Floyd Mayweather. I mean, I even know Floyd Mayweather said that, but that's cool. Okay, nobody knows. You don't need the passport, a green card. It's all, what is this? Yes, Puerto Rico, all countries, Latin America. Yes, backgrounds, culture. Yes, that is cool. Okay. Do you find targets to be more remorseful when they come back? That seemed like a good question. Go ahead, ask your question. I'm here. Go ahead. If you got a question, ask your question. I'm here. Okay. Can you talk about Inkisi? Well, I'm not a Palero, so you need to talk to Palero about that. Good advice. Thank you. Okay. Are you familiar? No. Do you work meditation? Do you deal with meditation, astral projection, lucid dreaming? I know a lot of Native Americans. No, I don't really pay attention to that. No. Okay, in short, you need a game plan. Otherwise, you're planning to fail in the end. Yes. Yeah, but people think shaking and rattling give you power. Okay. Okay, someone says, okay. My Haitian guy put a love spell on me and it feels good though. Well, I mean, if that's what you believe, you know what I'm saying? That's up. You entitled to believe what you want to believe. You're saying, what do you use for Intranquil spirit love spell? I can't tell you that. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah. People think that shaking a rattle will give you power. You know where the power comes from. You don't need a rattle. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You don't. Exactly. Okay, rap, brother. Yes, we can. Okay, what we have here, we see. Looks like Game of Thrones episode. Can't see well. We can see you, but the voice been a little choppy sometimes. Why is this happening? I mean, maybe it's his microphone or something like that. I don't know. Voice clear now. Okay. Can you talk about stages of Intranquil spirit magic? Oh, come on, man. That's what I talk about all the time. How can this Zonbi affects the men and women differently? Ah, man. Okay, all right. This is a good one. And I'll give you a 2-for-1 deal on this, man. I'm gonna give you a 2-for-1 deal on this. Can you talk about stages of Intranquil spirit love magic and what the target experiences, what leads to them to come back? I mean, okay. Yeah, I can give you 2-for-1. How does a Zonbi affect men and women differently? Okay. All right. When is the day for Dambala Wedo and Aida Wedo? I don't know. I don't recall. You know what I'm saying? I don't pay attention to all that stuff, man. And it's what is it? Bonita or Rihanna, I don't pay attention to all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I go and I serve when I'm supposed to. You know what I'm saying? These days, I don't keep track of these days. I serve when I'm supposed to serve. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, those days are great and this and that, but for me, I don't follow none of the traditional stuff. I do what works for me. You know what I'm saying? So to say I'm going to keep track of the days and stuff like that, I don't keep track of none of those days, man. I serve when I serve. You know what I'm saying? You look serving today. I don't know. I look serving today. Okay. How does Zonbi affect men and women differently? Hello. I practice witchcraft and hoodoo, but I started in my 30s. What is this? Oh my God. What is this? We had so many super chats. Hold on. Finally caught the live. We see super chat here. $5 super chat. Okay. What is this? Why are you asking me? What? Hold on. What the hell? Oh, did I break my chair? Oh, what the hell? Oh my God. I gotta fix this chair. Oh, I gotta get a tool real quick. Hold on. I gotta fix my chair. It became loose. What the hell? How did my chair become loose? I forgot. Oh, I gotta fix my chair. No wonder this thing was getting loose. Where's the other freaking bolt? All right, I gotta get a tool real quick. Hold on. Oh my God, how did I do that? I gotta get my tool to fix the chair. That's too much fire, yo. Dropping too much heat. One second. I gotta fix my chair real quick. Where the bolts go for? I don't know. I spent too much game, man. Spend too much heat, man. That was too much. That was too much for Facebook. Instagram. Hold on. Where's this thing at? Oh. Oh my God. Where's this thing at, man? I freaking lost the bolt. Let's see what we got going on here. Ugh. Is this gonna work? Ugh. How the heck? How the heck did I do that? Did I loosen the bolts? How did I? Get these freaking bolts in. 1 second. Yeah. How the heck did I do that, man? This is annoying. What a nuisance. How did I do that? 1 second. I'm just fixing my chair. The bolt came loose. No wonder this chair was feeling like that for a while. I'm wondering what the heck? Where's the freaking other bolt? Huh? No wonder my chair been feeling so loose. Pardon. I'm just fixing my chair. My bolt came loose in the chair. Ugh. Man, where's the other bolt? 1 second. Yeah. I'm gonna have to get a new chair. Man. Okay, where the hell is the other bolt? I probably lost this. Okay. Oh well. All right, next time I'm probably gonna have to buy a new chair tomorrow. All right, back in business. What are the signs that someone has quantum jumped? What type of question is this? Well, they paid $2 for it. So I gotta answer this question. Somebody says, what are the signs? What signs that one close to quantum jumping? What are you talking about? Quantum jumping. I don't know. These people are calling everything different things, man. What do you got going on here? Okay, let's see what we got going on here. I've been spitting hot stuff for a while now. Okay, let's see what. Glad you didn't hurt yourself. I wouldn't hurt myself. All right. The chair got hit with the Intranquil spirit. Okay, 2 for 1. Yeah, I've been sitting on this chair. This chair been getting weak for a while, and I'm like, okay, that's what it was. The bolt was loose in the chair. Okay, all right. So he asked me a question. I noticed a lot of spiritualists. Okay, all right. We're gonna get to this because this guy asked me a couple of questions. He asked me, okay, this guy asked me, Leonard, I noticed a lot of spiritualists switch from traditions and practice. You're the only one who stayed true to your own tradition. What makes other spiritualists switch? Listen, let me say something to you guys here, right? Someone just asked me, okay, listen, why do spiritualists flip like pancakes? Let me just put in my own terminology, right? Let me explain to you why spiritualists flip like pancakes. The reason why spiritualists flip like pancakes is because they don't come from what they're claiming, right? You don't come from Haitian culture. So it's easy for you to get initiated and then flip into something else. Where you'll find a lot of Haitians, they stick with their culture. What's on the island, right? You don't find people that are in Dominican Republic jumping out of what they know. You know what I'm saying? Because that's wherever, if we're talking about 21 divisions, they usually stick within their community. You know what I'm saying? See, a lot of these guys that jump into traditions and jump out of traditions whatsoever, they're hopping, frog hopping. It's because, again, they don't come from the culture. It is not ingrained into them. See, why don't you find, one thing you got to find, right? Show me a Nigerian that has flipped into Haitian voodoo. I have yet to see a Nigerian flip from Haitian voodoo or flip to any other tradition. You know what I'm saying? I've yet to see that. You know, see, when you don't come from the culture, you wasn't raised in the culture, it's easy for you to make the transition, because I don't even look at this thing really as a religion whatsoever. It is part of my culture. You know what I'm saying? I was born into this. I was born in the culture. So this is my culture. And that's like saying that for me, not practicing what I practice is like saying that's like me not being Haitian. Because for me, it's one and the same. You're saying, like, for me being Haitian, me doing what I'm doing, it is my culture. It is my way of life. So a lot of these guys, they didn't come up in it. They don't come up in the culture. So they can jump and do whatever they want. But again, that's not something that anybody going to respect that's really in the culture. But now, let me go back to what your other question was. No, put the light upper. Okay, you know what? One second. Should we do this right here? Come on. Work. Okay, maybe this is working. Maybe this will work here. Okay, much better. No, it's not. I'm such a dark-skinned brother. It's be difficult sometimes, man. The dark-skin problems, man. I gotta put a heavy-duty light in front of me because I'm a brother that's dark-skinned, so y'all can't really even see my face, man, on a YouTube note. Okay, hopefully y'all can do better. No, it's not working still. Oh my God. See, that's dark-skin problems, man. Saying like y'all can see me on TikTok, but it's hard to see me on YouTube, man. Man, y'all can just see my teeth. My teeth. You know, my clothes, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. Neck noir, the black man, you know what I'm saying? So listen, I'm going to give you guys something, right? I think it's probably just it. I think it's just the laptop that I'm looking at, because it seems like on a TV, it's better on a TV. But then again, here, it just shows me that I'm very dark and I can barely even see myself. But anyhow, it is what it is, man. You call me Midnight, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so listen, brother asked me, how does the intranquil spirit affect someone? And he asked about this Zonbi, so I'll give him a 2-for-1. Okay, all right, let's give this brother a question. Let's give this brother something right here, right? So, you know what I'm saying? Chino. You know what I'm saying? Let me call my brother Chino. yeah. Chino. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Call my man Chino. Chino XL. Okay. So he says, how does Zonbi affect men and women differently? What is this going on here? What is this? Okay, they just gave me some inactivity thing, man, here. So anyway, how does the Zonbi affect men and women differently? I can't say that it affects them differently. I would just say that men and women are biologically different, right? So how it affect the man, it may affect the woman different, right? Great shot on TikTok. Oh, thank you. So you may do some work. And let's just say, again, a Zonbi can affect a person anyway. You say a Zonbi for Jamaicans, that's a dopey, right? A Zonbi is a spirit of the dead. It is a ghost. Now, when something like that usually attaches to someone, they can get sick. You know, it can cause infections in the body. It can cause illness in the body. You know, headaches, migraines. You know, it can cause accidents. You know, for women, it can cause vaginal infections. You know what I'm saying? It could do a lot of destructive things to a woman. You know what I'm saying? Again, that's just because she's a woman. You know what I'm saying? If she was a man, it would affect her different. But really, it can do all types of things. And the thing about that is that a Zonbi, you know, these type of energies, they latch onto the person. And usually when a person has something like that, they're trying to keep it on the person. Let's say they're trying to keep it latched onto the person. You know what I'm saying? So again, with time, it just sucks their energy dry. Next. I put a lighter up. Okay. But now the intranquil. The intranquil can affect a person in different ways. See, the thing about the intranquil spirit is this, is that it gives you leverage. It gives you a rope to hang yourself. See, the thing is, the more you go out there messing around, the more that spirit begins to hunt you down and track you down. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, when you have that type of spirit, what you may find that it begins to torment the person, because that's what that spirit does. You know what I'm saying? That spirit torments, the target. So you find a target like, they're going through so much pain, whether it's, you see the intranquil spirit is another one, but the same thing with the Zonbi. The intranquil spirit can make a person lose weight. It can make the person sick. But one thing I say that intranquil spirit is known for is cancer. That spirit can basically give a person cancer. So it becomes something where you definitely want to watch out with what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want that thing backfired on you, and all of a sudden you become compromised. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's see what else questions we got here. But then the thing is this: long-term effects. The longer you leave it on a person, the more the potential for worse things to happen to that person. But ultimately, it's designed to torment the person until they come back. But then again, if they don't really pay attention to the signs and the direction that they're supposed to be going towards you, you're going to find that they're going to be suffering and suffering until they can no longer carry on. And you can use your imagination for what I mean with that. How do you get rid of it? I mean, just protect yourself at all times. That's what I say about that. Would you say better reading? Would you say you're better at reading or spiritual work? I mean, listen, would I say that I'm better at reading or spiritual work? I prefer spiritual work. I like to use a common sense approach, if anything. I like to use a common sense approach rather than a reading. You're saying readings are like, they're good, but they're potential. I would like to know what the details are so I can make my decision of what I need to do for you. I just want them to suffer. I don't want them back. I mean, then I would recommend that you use a Zonbi. Now, is there different types of intranquil spirits? Yes, there are different types. But again, it's still the same energy. You know what I'm saying? It's still the same energy. Yes, there are different types, but it's still the same energy. What the hell? Chair got. Okay, yeah, we got this. What are the signs? That's what I would like to know. Okay. If you have a hair picture of the target, can you use the belongings like that? Maybe a book. I see this question earlier on. If you don't got the hair and if you don't got anything, can you use a book? I mean, maybe so. I've never did that before. I've never did that. Can you use a book, whatever, to do magic on a person that they left behind? I've never did that before. Kigo, can I get can I get Intranquil Spirit Love and Spell without having this shit? What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you talking crazy. Okay. Damn, guy, too much fire melted the bolts and clean off the chair. Oh man, too much fire melted the bolts off the chair. Oh my God. How come warlocks keep track of women's menstrual? How do you listen? Warlocks, I mean, if that's a terminology they call themselves, keep track of a woman's cycle, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what? Listen, these terminologies, one person says, quantum jumping, another person says a warlock, I don't know. What are you guys talking about? Are you talking about someone who does sorcery? I mean, listen, if it's someone who does sorcery, everybody has their own method to their madness. You know what I'm saying? Everyone has their own method to their madness. So for me, I mean, if you want to say that I practice, then I would say this. Not every sorcerer follows that. And say not every sorcerer follows that. That means that's some crazy shit. If I hear someone stalking a female's menstrual cycle, that's crazy. But I mean, that goes to let you know that person's dedicated. You know what I'm saying? You trying to keep track of a menstrual cycle, you must be one dedicated sorcerer. Can root work wear off with time? I mean, it all depends on what's done. Can root work wear off with time? That's the question. You know what I'm saying? That's $1 million question for tonight. That all depends on how it's done. You know what I'm saying? That all depends on how it's done. made him fall in love, fall off the chairs. Can you speak of drawing, pulling power, mountains versus pulling energy from the graveyard? Can you speak of drawing power from mountains versus pulling graveyard? I mean, listen, mountain energy. I mean, it all depends. Mountain energy, all that stuff. That all depends on what energy you pulling from the mountain. Graveyard is, cutting dry, man. Oh, glad. Thank you. Okay, what do we have here? That's a little corny, man. Sign someone put love spell on you. I mean, listen, hold on. Let me see something. I'm just trying to find something very interesting, man. Listen, I think I'm going to conclude for tonight. I did an hour. I got definitely people I need to hit up whatsoever. So listen, I thank you everybody for tuning in, but I definitely got to take care of some business. I'm going to holler at you guys later.